To think that for ages it was universally believed that the world was flat. But of course, now we know better. Indeed, not so long ago, the following didn't even exist: major organ transplants, IVF, electric cars, the renewable energy industry, the internet, and specifically in Australia, the managed funds industry, self-managed superannuation, the agribusiness industry, wine, olive groves, forestry and exotic trees, etc. The Australian Government Department of Innovation, Industry, Science and Research recently published online: the home-based business sector represents approximately 70% of Australia's small businesses. Additionally, this sector is the fastest growing in Australia, with more than 1 million people currently working from home. Did you know that by running any home-based business you like, that the average homeowner, and that's probably you, can easily save several thousands in income tax every year by claiming what are ordinarily non-tax deductible, unavoidable private home expenses such as mortgage interest, council and water rates, land tax and building insurance. And what's more, your brilliant accountant still hasn't figured this out, nor how to connect the rest of the dots to ensure you'll pay no capital gains tax at sale. So unfortunately for you, this means you get clobbered, not once or even twice, but possibly up to 6 times, if not more. By having already listened to one of these gurus, 1. You've lost thousands of dollars every year in tax deductions. 2. You've been possibly positioned for a completely unnecessary and unexpected capital gains tax liability when you sell your home. 3. If the value of your home rises further, and as we're sure you're hoping it will, your existing CGT problem just gets worse. 4. You've been ridiculously disincentivised to earn money from home. 5. The potentially foregone investment earnings from the tax you could have saved plus the money you could have earned easily runs into the hundreds of thousands over the next decade alone. And 6. You've greatly compromised the quality and location of your present home, and this lowers your current and future standard of living, and the likely capital growth of the underlying property itself, which further lowers your future wealth and ultimate retirement position. Of course we can go on, but by now you should realise that it sucks. But don't worry, because we've built a solution to stop the rot, and it's the only solution. It not only puts you back on the right footing with the taxman, no, much more than that. It could also, and for absolutely less cost than any other way ever known possible, do at least some of the following for you. 1. If your home is a bit small, it extends it up or out. Or 2. It builds or buys you a nicer home in a better area. Or 3. It pays off your existing home much faster. Or 4. It pulls you off the commercial and or residential lease treadmill. Or 5. It puts a very cool minimum average of $100,000 cash straight in your pocket, tax-free. Your circumstances determine which applies, but in all cases remember, it happens for less money than any other way. You may be thinking, this sounds great and all, but firstly, how do I get my hands on this info? And secondly, I'm no financial whiz, so how am I going to put it all into practice without stuffing it up? Look, at this point really, it's an unfounded worry as based on what you still don't know, because it's actually really easy to set up and run. So with respect, this hasn't been designed for rocket scientists, brain surgeons or economists. You get my drift. We wrote a detailed manuscript and assembled it alongside several useful, user-friendly tools we've also developed, and put everything into a leading-edge DIY kit that we've called our Info Pack. What's more, we recently asked the Federal Government and the Australian Taxation Office how we can ensure certainty for our clients who wish to implement the valuable confidential business information we've developed and as previously put to the ATO for scrutiny, and the government wrote back to say that all we need to do is to get you as our client your own ATO private binding ruling. We're delighted with that, and so to comply, we created a series of unbelievably good templates to easily get you your own ruling and to therefore ensure that you sleep well at night. So just how badly should you want this? Well, let's just say you should want it real bad. Make no mistake, It contains several of the most closely guarded secrets of Australia's wealth creation and taxation systems, and we're not even your accountant, financial advisor, lawyer, or any of their professional associations, nor anyone else for that matter, know how it works. This bizarre, indisputable fact has been acknowledged to us in writing by none other than the ATO itself. So you can keep your head in the sand, just like the leagues of accountants, financial planners, lawyers and other advisors out there who don't want their comfy little boats rocked, or you can wake up and smell the roses by starting to believe in the unstoppable next big thing in the evolution of the modern day Australian economy. Is it designed for both employed workers and wannabe entrepreneurs? Yes. Is it simple to set up and run? Yes. Is it completely legal? Yes. Is it backed up with a fair go, money-back guarantee? Yes. And yes, it's an absolute no-brainer. Presenting Set Up for Life. A totally new, exceptionally unique, and very safe and effective range of home business property, wealth and lifestyle procedures.